Catherine, I've got the letter here that you've been working on to send to your investment advisors. I mean, it's a beautiful letter. It is, what, four pages printed out. This is important to you.
Very.
Tell us about what you wrote and what you wish your financial advisor would understand.
Well, what I tried to explain in that letter to them, firstly, is that I've been having less than fruitful conversations about my values over time with them. And as a result of those less than fruitful conversations, I decided I had to put it in writing. ESG to me is first and foremost inconsistent with my Judeo-Christian values. It advocates for a view of the human being that is just completely contrary to the Christian view, and actually completely contrary to the view of most major world religions' view of the human being. Secondly, ESG is dangerous to our national security. ESG is supporting businesses who are, in a sense, selling out our country for the sake of profits to China and to other countries who are not our friends. It's allowing countries to seem virtuous when in fact they're using slave labor in these countries. It's allowing countries to seem virtuous when they're building their product off of the devastating environmental practices by other countries. So it's hypocritical and it's dangerous to our national security.
Yeah, when you say that, you know, no one has anything against the Chinese people. I mean, you've lived in multiple cultures. You've lived in Japan and in Eastern Europe and so forth. But the system, which you studied in detail when you were at the Air Force, the system, the repressive nature of it. I mean, I don't think you can talk human atrocity more than live human organ harvesting, which is taking place against the Uyghur Muslim people and the Falun Gong and others in China. I mean, that is evil personified.
When I think about how we're having conversations as a nation about how to make up for what was done during slavery, I think about that. And then my next thought is, how will we ever make up for what we are enabling in China?
Yeah.
It is so much worse.
And we're enabling it with our own investment dollars. And so I don't think, hey, I only invested in slavery. I didn't actually own slaves. I don't think that would fly as an argument today that you were okay. Precisely.
And yet good people, nice people I know other soccer moms and dads who I'm on the side of the soccer field with are thrilled with their returns and don't really look or care to find out what's going on behind those returns. ESG serves as a kind of veneer that makes them feel good about how their money is being used, when in fact, if they looked closely, they would think very differently.
What was your awakening moment? When did you just all of a sudden say, what are you doing here? What was that moment? Was it gradual or was it all of a sudden?
I think for me, because I have paid close attention to international affairs for the past 5 years, it's been kind of gradual. But honestly, reading your books was very eye-opening to me and brought it all to a head. I think that my background allowed me to understand both of your books in a way that many others may not have understood as quickly.
Yeah, they were originally written for the intelligence community. Well, at least Secret Weapon was, which is what you were part of.
Yes, I was part of the Electronic Security Command during my time in the military and did my last year in the military at the National Security Agency. So perhaps that gave me a little bit of an advantage to understanding them. But I think it's an understanding we need to help bring to everybody because it's so critical to the safety and security of our country and our children's future and our grandchildren's future.